So, people are talking about a meeting at 8, is what I've been hearing about. So, I'm gonna head on over and see if I can look at the moon, guys. Oh, you can't see it. So I'm going to, I just realized he was saying Zot. So I'm gonna go head over here.
Situation.
That's cool. That shows initiative.
I know. He lived in Seattle. He would mow lawns before he went to school.
So it seems like he's gonna be doing a.
Excuse me, the one truck with the engine running. I'm being asked if I can tell you to turn
Sorry.
off the truck for this meeting.
Try and live stream this.
Oh, yeah.
Facebook. That's all I got. But it doesn't matter. I don't get enough connections to try to usually do it.
Sorry.
They're plugging in a PA system or something, so
Sorry.
it'll be a few more minutes. I guess it's louder than this thing, but I'm kind of liking this thing because I can't see the people staring at me when I talk to it. All your judgmental eyes looking through my past.
We love you! We love you! Woo! Let's go, truckers!
Is that loud enough?
Yeah!
Everybody can hear me?
Yes, sir!
You alright if I sit tonight? Tonight's not going to be real formal or fancy words or none of that. We're just going to talk a little bit tonight. I had a meeting with a group of truck drivers that had some legitimate concerns. And in that talk, I kind of explained some things that probably need to be explained to everybody. But what I want to say is that I hope that you're all, I'm asking you all to trust the process and what we're doing. I need you to trust the process and what we're doing. And even though these rest days seem like we ain't doing nothing, they do actually serve a purpose. One, fuel prices went through the freaking roof. Two, with inclement weather like there was, I know a good portion of this are professional drivers, and I'm not doubting your driving abilities in your cars and your RVs. But one little incident in inclement weather that hurts somebody out on that roadway is going to take us all down. It's very important that we maintain public opinion. And right now, we have the public's opinion. Americans are standing behind us. It feels weird sitting with a microphone in my mouth, so I'm going to stand up.
An evening with Ryan. It's on Kings Highway.
So, oh, this is weird too. I feel like I'm yelling in my own ear. With that said, I hope that people got some rest today, because we got a long road ahead, and there's going to be days that are like this. Saturday, for example, there's inclement weather coming in again. So we may end up with a rest day on Saturday. I don't know though for sure. We might be moving from here. I think we find out tomorrow. They're supposed to have a race here on Saturday, so we may be going to another location. But they'll make that decision tomorrow, I believe, if tomorrow's Thursday. Is tomorrow Thursday? All right, so tomorrow we find out if we're staying past Saturday at this location or if we're relocating somewhere down in Virginia. Virginia governor's friendly. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, to be honest with you. But these folks here have been extremely gracious to us. They love having us. And honestly, I don't know that I want to leave here because I love the people that are here that run this track.
Yeah!
Even the community here has been relatively pretty supportive of us. And the 3 counties that we travel in to get to the Beltway, all 3 sheriffs like us. So even though the governor of Virginia might like us, or be with us, or technically friendly territory, it doesn't necessarily mean that the local population where we go is. Right now, they are here. I feel safe being here. We all know how to park here. We all got a system here. A lot of things here that are benefiting us right now. I know people want to do more. They don't want to just go around in circles and feel like it's all for nothing. I know. Believe me, I do too. But it's a process. And it's going to take time. And I need help from every state across the country to get our message out. That's why I said about people back home that want to support the convoy but can't be here, to start organizing in their states to go to their state capitals.
Let's go.
Red and blue states both. We need to pressure the states to pressure the federal government.
We need to go to D.C. Yeah.
Let me explain D.C. real quick. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Going down into the heart of D.C. like this right now is not a very smart choice. And I'm going to tell you that because we got children in this convoy. We got people that understand that this is more important than to go down there and cause mayhem, because it'll just collapse. Ottawa collapsed. We don't want to collapse. Now they are, you're right, it is. But if you don't think that won't happen here in the United States, sir, you don't think that'll happen here? Yeah, you're right, we got rights. But you know what? It doesn't take long for them to figure out a way to shut us down. The bottom line here is that we have a process to doing it. It ain't kowtowing to the politicians. I think you all know by now I don't like any of them. None of them. But I'll tell you that there are some good ones that want to work with us. I know we seen that yesterday in the morning in the first meeting that we had. Second meeting, well, that was a little different. But that's what came out of that was still a win, because we realized that those that you would think are on our side won't do anything until November.
Because they need us.
Which means they need voted out.
Right.
That's what that means.
They need us to do something.
I don't know what the right thing to say to you all here right now is. I really don't, because, look, man, I feel you. I want to do more too. But the thing is that we got to keep down this system, this process in which we're doing, and that's why we're getting meetings. You know, there wasn't a single meeting in Canada. Their politicians didn't see those drivers. They just rolled in, shot out windows, dragged drivers out of their trucks, and beat them on the street. That's what happened. They trampled old ladies and horses.
Biden told them to do money. Biden told them to.
Now, I know there's been other questions, like fuel reimbursements. That seems to be a hot topic on everybody right now. There is a system in place to get it done. It's just taking time. We had to go pick up a printer today. We had to make ledgers. We have a process to do it because we have to have the checks and balances in place. That's why the receipts are so important. And that's also why when we do a fuel stop, that you go to the fuel stop. You get fuel in. This is a long road. This isn't going to be easy. This isn't going to be done in 2 days. Our first day of meetings was yesterday. Today was a day of rest. And then apparently it makes everybody rambunctious. Supposed to be sleeping, doing laundry, getting showers, enjoying Netflix or something. I don't know.
Shot of whiskey. Granola bars.
Yesterday already made waves. And tomorrow morning we'll be in for a heck of a surprise that I hope that you will like. And even though it'll actually just be a little bit of a stunt, it's still going to garner national attention. It's still going to end up on the national news. And it's still going to let the world know that we're still here. And all of that publicity that could potentially come with what's going on tomorrow helps get people down here to continue to support us because they know that we're the real deal. They know that we haven't fizzled out. And they know that we're committed to the long haul. To the folks in cars and campers, if you're out there freezing, there are plenty of people out here that will help you. Say something. Speak up. Don't sleep in tents and get hypothermia if you don't have to. I'm cold too. I'm freezing out here. We're in this together. We're a community. We are a family. We need to look out for each other. We don't need to be sowing seeds of discord in this group. Now, I know it's not really happening, but I know that there are questions, and people want to know, what exactly are we doing? I get that. I want to know what exactly we're doing half the time. I can't hear all of you. There's like 50 of you shouting stuff out. I can't. The scariest thing for our government is the fact that so many people from so many walks of life are united. That scares the crap out of them. And right now, doing that one loop too wide around the interstate, around the Beltway, as much as it may annoy you a little bit, doing that is sending a message. Being able to sit in the Transportation Committee room with top Republican members of the Transportation Committee and letting them know that they better take us serious because right now there are folks looping the Beltway. There's a very long way. And when that doesn't work, telling them the stories of an 8-year-old handing me a letter, calling the people of the convoy their hero, talking about the flag that's on Mike Landis's truck, talking about how people who can't be identified because of their position in the federal government coming up to you and whispering in their ear that they support you, telling them that the American people across the country have supported us all the way from Adelanto, California to Hagerstown, Maryland, wakes them up. They are waking up, but it is taking time. And I know we all just want to do the radical cowboy stuff. At least I do. But we can't. We can't. We can't.
Marathon.
Nothing moves fast in Washington. You're right. But I'll tell you one thing. I ain't sitting here till November midterms. And if we are, none of those folks are getting reelected. Yeah, you're right. Whoever just said that, you're right.
What did they say?
They said they shouldn't be anyways. Reelected. Right now, what I need everybody to do tomorrow, and I think there's a plan in place. I believe Trucker G's a part of it. There's a couple people that are part of it with all their followings that they got on social media. They are working on a plan right now to do 4-hour blast to different members of the House and the Senate, where everybody will call those people and make their phones ring off the hook, tell them that they got to meet with the People's Convoy. Those details, I imagine, will come out shortly. Yes? Did you already put it out or not? You've been talking about it? Trucker G says he's been talking about it. Can we give a round of applause to Trucker G real quick? And Mrs. G. Mrs. Trucker G. Can you imagine being that woman having to put up with Trucker G's crap? Soundsnick, where are you at? Where you at?
Oh, I see his hat.
Oh, no, that ain't him. Just another white cowboy hat. There he is. Round of applause for that guy for continuous coverage of what's going on down here. And honestly, when it comes to the mainstream media, who cares? I mean, I care because I want it to get out there to those that aren't seeing and that are blinded, that they think they're being told the truth. But honestly, the real news, the true people covering this story are the independent media folks that are down here with us. The ones that have been embedded with us and the ones that have joined us. Those are the real media. Those are the people that are getting the real stories. Those are the people talking to the people. Those are the real media. Round of applause for all of our independent media, our live streamers. Give them your time. Give them your time. Talk to them and let them hear your story, because it's their YouTube videos. Tell them to take them down. It's their YouTube videos. It's their live feeds on all the various social media platforms that they have, their own websites. Those are the true stories of the People's Convoy. That is the true coverage. You should be sharing on your social media platforms. You should be sharing their links saying, check out this video. They are busting their butt down here just like the volunteers that are here keeping this grounds clean. They're busting their butts like the people cooking. They're busting their butts like the people out here sacrificing. And if you don't think they're sacrificing themselves a little bit, you're wrong. A lot of them were sacrificing. I know one that didn't even have heat in their RV while still trying to cover this. These folks are busting their butt to be a part of this, and they are an instrumental part in history, and they are an instrumental part in the People's Convoy and its success. Yeah. So from the bottom of my heart, from the organizing team, and for Brian Browsey personally right here, thank you to all of my live streamers, to my independent media folks out here, to the documentary people that are out here. Thank you for covering this, and thank you for documenting what I hope one day will become world history. And I'll tell you this for the live streamers, because I know there's one or two that aren't necessarily in tune with our messaging. I still respect you too. I still respect you too. And I respect the fact that you're still down here filming this, because even if I just get one word out that wakes somebody up because you forgot to cut a certain section of it, I'll take it.
Come on with it, bro.
And I genuinely, this experience, if I'm going to be honest with you, this experience has made me literally love people. I didn't used to like people very much. But this experience has made me genuinely love people. This experience has made me care about their well-being. Everyone, whether I know you or not, if you are here, you are my family. You are my family. No. I'm going to touch on that because people keep making comments like that. If you would vote for me for office without knowing anything about me except for this experience, that's part of the problem. Stop doing that. Stop friend requesting on, I've got to say this one, this is a personal pet peeve of mine. Stop friend requesting people on Facebook that you don't know. Anyways.
Good point.
If I ever did run, I would start in my community, not on the federal level, not even at the state. I would be in my school board. That's where I would start. Helping the school board, helping the school districts, helping the teachers that care about the education of these children. That's where I would start, because it's the children that dictate our future in this country. And every single person here that believes in this message, when you go home, do everything you can to run for your school board or your city council. Seriously, I'm being serious about that. Well, I don't want it. I think that depends on where you live. Bottom line is, it starts in our communities. Starts in our communities. And then if you're really good at it, and it turns out you like it, and you don't get corrupted, go ahead and run for city council after you did the school board. If you continue on a path to success with positive voting records and really caring about the people, go ahead and try to become mayor. My point is it all starts in the communities. Everybody needs to start in their community, and I'm going to segue that back into bringing the fight to the state capitals. And I can't stress this enough, that everybody that wished that they were a part of the convoy but couldn't be a part of the convoy, folks that are at home right now in every state across this country, please stand up in your state. I don't care if there's 30 groups in one state. We had 100 truck convoys across this country that all started coming together. So I don't care if there's 30 groups. Don't fight with each other. Respect each other's opinions on how to best handle it, but do so peacefully. Do so peacefully. Be law-abiding. Get permits for your state capitals. Do it the right way. Work with your local law enforcement. You'd be surprised at how many people are behind you when you come at them with a message like we have right here. I feel like I'm going to be rambling forever, so let's just cut to the chase here. The fuel receipt issue, fuel reimbursement issue. I hope that tomorrow, Marcus, I hope that tomorrow we will be able to have a system in place in which the reimbursements can finally take place to those that still need them or have been waiting on them. There's a lot of red tape going when you do things legally with accountants and attorneys so that the government can't take your money. Yeah. Those of you that have questioned our donation platform, because I know you're in here, I've heard it. Those of you that have questioned our donation platform, it is legitimately through a 501c nonprofit organization that has stepped up to help us in this fight. I don't remember their whole
Zoe,
name,
thank you.
American Civil Liberties or something like that, ACL, how do you say it? Not Aflac. Look, I'm not good at names, okay? Sue me, I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, it's legit with accountants and attorneys. It is, I'm telling you, I believe in it and I trust in it. I'm not saying that's enough for all of you, but I'm telling you, I, Brian Brazzi, trust and believe in our process, and that's why nobody can take away our money. That's why we continue to put fuel in the trucks at the fuel stop, because they can't take it away. The way it is set up, they can't take it away. It's not give, send, go. It's not GoFundMe. There is nobody that can come and seize it. It is protected. But that causes a headache trying to access it sometimes because there's so much red tape. You have to explain every single detail. You can't just go and say, hey, GoFundMe, cash out. You can't just do that. It doesn't go to my, it better never go to my account, but it can't go to any person's account. There's reasons behind that. Every single movement that has ever happened, at least in the last 8 years that I know of, every single thing, even the Build the Wall campaign, look at that one. What has taken it down? Money. Money has taken it down every time. Fraud has taken these things down. Fraud. And as the person that seems to be up here doing a lot of talking, to anybody that's handed me cash for the donation, if you notice, I immediately go, And if you force me to take it, I hand it to one of the others that are handling it, because there's people that are handling it. I keep it away from me, and I will always keep it away from me. I hate it. If I had my way, you wouldn't donate nothing. You'd bring food down here and fuel down here. That's what I'd be asking for. But it does take money to run this. It takes money to put diesel into these trucks. It takes money to put gas in the cars and the RVs. It takes money. It takes money. To donate, the only legitimate way to donate is through thepeoplesconvoy.org. Thepeoplesconvoy.org is the only legitimate through the convoy itself. I'm not saying other things that are out there aren't legitimate, because there's other people raising money to help the cause in other ways. But for the People's Convoy, the only legitimate way to donate is through thepeoplesconvoy.org. Any questions on the legitimacy of that, feel free to ask me, to ask any of the other organizers, and we'll do everything we can to get you the answers that you need. That's all I'm going to say about it. If there's still questions about that, sorry. Come and ask us in more detail. I'm not an accountant. I don't know that crap. That's why I stay the heck out of it. I don't belong in that realm of things. What's one of the other issues? Somebody throw out something else you want to know.
What are we doing tomorrow?
What are we doing tomorrow?
What are we doing tomorrow? All right, what are we doing tomorrow, Screw Out? I am not single. I am in a wonderful relationship with a beautiful woman up in Northwest Ohio that's got 2 amazing daughters that I accept as my own. I love my woman. I love my woman. Her father, I'm not just saying it because her father's in the crowd, but her father's in the crowd.
Thanks, Mona Sandin. I saw that.
But legitimately, I'm a very
And
happy
Zoe
man
as well.
with my family and my girls. I am not single, I am not available, and I hope to never be available for the rest of my life. Now that's stay public. Kayla, I love you.
She can hear you.
Freedom fighters!
Truckers are America's freedom fighters. You know what? I agree with you that the truckers are, but I think every single person here is everybody here, the people in the RVs, the motorcycles, the cars, the golf carts that can keep up, whatever they're in. Everybody here is a freedom fighter.
Amen.
Everybody here is standing up for what they believe in, and I don't care if you're far right, far left, I don't care. You know what? I'm going to make something else clear. If you're an extreme right person or an extreme left person, or I guess for you guys, let me do it this way. Extreme right, extreme left. If you are one of those people, think real radical on one side or another, you're still welcome here. You know why? Because what we're doing is defending your right to be that way.
Yeah.
What I would ask of you is to not worry about the right side of the aisle or the left side of the aisle while we're involved in this. You can go back to hating each other when we move on past this. But for now, put those differences to the side, because what we're doing right now is going to allow you to continue to think and act and feel that way.
Amen. Freedom.
You are all human beings. You are all Americans, and you are entitled to your opinions. You have the right to have those opinions and to feel that way. But this movement is where you table that stuff and come together and shake hands with the person that last year might have been your enemy. Because right now, today in America, you won't have that right to even do that stuff in the next several months to a year if we keep going on the path that we're going.
That's right.
They are here. There are two woke people in this crowd. I've met them.
God bless you for being here.
Exactly. God bless them for being here. They put their difference to the side. The what? It did leave. He did leave. He has bills. He's got to get back to work. He's got things to do, just like the rest of us. But you know what I say to that? I don't have a problem with someone that wants to leave. You got to leave and get back to work, go do it. Don't lose everything you have. Many people are losing everything they have to be up here. Many people are. Many people are. Sacrifice isn't, freedom isn't free. Sacrifice is necessary. But everybody's level of sacrifice that they can deal with is different. Nobody should be judged for leaving because they have to go make money. Nobody should be judged for that. Because you know what? What I would say to those that have to leave, that absolutely have to leave, go home, work a week or two, make a paycheck, and start organizing your state to go to the state capitol. What? Oh, I heard he's on TikTok trashing us with. You know what? Haters gonna hate. We're not, listen, it takes sacrifice. I'm not gonna listen to the people on TikTok trying to bash this movement. No! I'm not gonna worry about it. You know what? I signed that banner, and I probably sign that banner again if he came back. He don't like the way that this is going, that's okay. He's a human being and has that right. He wants to go out and bash a movement that he was a part of, then you know what? He didn't understand the message.
Yeah.
There's my response. That's all I'm going to respond to it.
We agree.
Anyway, yes. You mean Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania? We're in Maryland. That's where it comes down to the states to organize and put something together in their state capitals. That's where it comes down to. Listen, I 100% support organizing in states. I support anybody here that may have to go home. I support you. I still stand behind you. Just come say bye. Just come say bye. Because I want to know who's leaving. Because I want to shake your hand and say thank you for being here, for being a part of this.
Many that are leaving are coming back.
Many that, you're absolutely right. You know how many people have left and then they're already on their way back, asking where we're going to be tomorrow or the day after because they're coming here and want to know where to go? There's a lot that leave, go make money, and come back again. There's people that have been making the money this whole time that are coming in here that might let us be able to go out for a little bit and make our own money too. And it may stretch out that long where we need to figure out a rotation of people that are coming and going. People got to make money. I know it. I know it. Everybody knows that. It's a hard truth. But you know what else is happening here? People are quitting their jobs and selling off their 401ks to fund them being here. How about that dedication? How about that sacrifice? You just got, that's where it comes down to each and every single individual to dig deep and decide what this is worth to you. But I ain't never going to judge a man or a woman that decides that they need to go and go to work. I ain't never going to judge you for that. Dinner is important on that plate, especially when you got bills to pay, houses to pay for, trucks to pay for. Fuel's so expensive, though. I recommend staying put right now. That's all I got tonight. I didn't really know which way this was going to go saying all this, but I just want everybody to trust the process. Trust in me. Trust in this process. Trust that tomorrow you guys are going to be pretty happy with what you see, and those that are a little about it, I also understand that side because I'm kind of about it. But it will garner national attention. It will get us on that spotlight. But I still love the independent media better than any other media source out there. Yeah! You are my heroes.
Thank you.
There's other convoys that have joined in here, and they do deserve recognition. You are absolutely right, sir, because they have busted their butt as well to be a part of this and to stand up for freedom as well, and you're right, they do deserve to be recognized. So is Kip in the crowd? Kip, are you here, Kip? Sir, I want you to say who you're with, what convoy you're with, and how it started and how you got here.
Wow, that's so... How did they even find you? That's crazy.
When you interviewed me, I said I'm Marty DiGiacomo with True Blue Transportation. That way anybody could look up my company.
Yeah, wow.
That's how they found me.
That's
But
awesome.
I wanted to let people know who I was with.
Yeah, yeah.
Washington, Portland, Alaska, North
No, I know people really liked your when you came on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they loved it.
Nice.
We went to Virginia first, and then we came up here to Thank you to him and all the ones who joined into that convoy. Kip around here, seriously. Kip. Come on, Kip. Come on, Kip. Up here, Kip. Jump up here, buddy. Watch your feet. There's a lot of holes in this trailer. Don't fall through. You're in the spotlight. It'd be kind of embarrassing. So let me tell you a little bit of backstory here. At the beginning of this process,
No names, I
the
see
planning of
you
all
in the
this,
chat.
Kip was one of the ones that reached out early on wanting to help the People's Convoy, which back then was called Convoy to DC 2022 before Facebook ripped us down. But Kip was brought in to help with some routing, work with some route guys. A lot of things changed. Coachella, the whole mess. Some of you may remember that Coachella thing, all that stuff. Caused a little bit of frustration, right? Fair enough to say? Caused frustration. Kip decided to create another convoy. But you know what? Kip made it here. Kip did his thing. He brought people together. He's done a lot of hard work on his side of things. And if anything was ever to show unity in this movement, it's the gentleman that came here and just talked, and it's the fact that Kip and I can stand here on stage right now after all the frustrations of all the planning and organizing and bring our convoys together to be here as one. I'm going to give the microphone to Kip for a little bit and let him say some things if he wants.
Boy, do we have some things to say. Our team's over here. I'm going to share something with y'all. I know a lot of times those of y'all watch me on Facebook, it sounds like I'm always bitching, and I'm not. I'm trying to fix problems. You can be part of the solution or you can be part of the problem. And if you're part of the problem, in fact, you are not part of the solution. So I'm going to offer something.
Speak
We're going
up.
to bury this right here, right now.
Speak up.
I don't like using microphones. January 31 at 11:26 a.m., I reached out to Brazzy, a lady in our convoy, Miss Gina DeLaura, who ended up being a California state truck captain. She called me, she said, hey, I think you need to get involved with this. And I was like, I was watching Canada, but I didn't know this guy. I didn't know People's Convoy. But what I knew was I was watching Canada, so beat up within myself, asking, why did they have to show us how to do this? As Americans, it should have been us first. But the truth is that Canadians are no different than Americans. They love their country. They love their way of life. They love their families. They're hard-working freaking people. If you spent time in Canada, I don't need to explain it. But they talk funny. That is correct. That is correct. Brazzy and I talked. The very first talk we ever had was one of the most refreshing freaking conversations I've ever had in my life. Because I heard everything in him that I think I'd say myself. But I didn't have to ask the man for it. In a couple of days in the beginning, it's kind of like, man, where are we at here? They're in their infancy, trying to do this amazing thing. We're over there trying to help. And he created a situation for both of us where he's trying to do what he's trying to do, I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do to help him. But I want this to be known. One of the biggest things we're talking about tonight, and I want to share this with everyone, and I say this so respectfully to everyone, we're watching a lot of problems take place. And I don't mean problems like it's the end of the world, I don't mean that, but I want to share something. I'm going to speak from the heart, y'all. That's all we know to be. Stop the rumors, stop the gossip, stop the insinuating of trouble in and amongst ourselves. It's not us that are fighting each other, it's us that's fighting them. And we cannot be in a situation where we're tearing ourselves apart amongst the ranks. I ask this question in any leadership position I'm put in with the Cajun Special Forces, what I'm normally at. Now we're over here. I'm going to ask you a question. And if one person can answer this, it's only going to be because you see my live feeds. Who's the most important person out here, including us? Who's the most important person?
Everybody.
Person. Nobody. You're right. I agree with that answer, but who's the most important person here right now? Everybody but you. That's who the most important person is. No offense to you, sir. You're important. But he ought to be more important than you. And in doing that, what you create is a situation where you are your brothers and sisters keepers. And all this stuff stops. All this animosity, all this aggravation and stuff, okay? So I'm going to offer that, and I'm going to leave that alone. Just take it. Don't let the devil destroy us from within ourselves. And I said it just now in our meeting. The devil didn't send a bunch of demons over here. You know what he sent? He sent gossip and animosity and has us fighting amongst ourselves. It needs to stop. If you want to see something get destroyed or messed up from the inside, that's how it'll happen. So just stop.
That's what's
I want
happening
you to
in
get it.
country, Cap. Yeah, thank you.
There has never been a rift between me and this man. If you put two bulls in a room and turn them loose, they're going to knock some stuff over. But it's never been, oh, he's a piece of crap or anything. So whoever's starting that rumor needs to stop. This is a good man right here. We do things a different way, but I'm damn impressed at how he does it. Look around you. All right? That's one rumor that needs to stop. Mike Landis, I don't barely know Mike. I talked to Mike yesterday for probably 15 minutes, which is almost impossible in this scenario, but we did. He's a good freaking dude. What matters here is not People's Convoy, American Truckers Freedom Convoy, this convoy, that convoy, this convoy. What matters is us standing here today, right here. Let's go into battle. That's what matters. It's unity, solidarity, one mission, one goal, one focus. That's the America we love and we want to fight for and save. And when I say fight, some
Sharon,
Yahoo
thank
media
you.
guys gonna say, oh damn, they plan on fighting us. Yeah, we're gonna fight you legally, spiritually, professionally, courteously, respectfully. We're gonna get the job done. That's what America's about. Our veterans have given us the best example of what people should be, up to and including writing a
Blanca,
blank check
thank you.
to die for our freedom. In my personal feelings, if we don't now do this, we're spitting in their face, and that ain't gonna happen. Can we agree on that? Yeah! The world is looking at y'all, every single one of y'all. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about the truckers. I'm talking about them ladies back there cooking. The dude that's coming in cleaning the porta potties. This morning, I saw a lady back here raking rocks next to the go get your hard-boiled egg and the breakfast line thing. Raking rocks. So you didn't trip and bust your ankle. She's just as important as y'all.
That's
Because
right.
y'all ain't going to get through there without busting your ankle. Had that lady, whoever you are, God bless you. I was so impressed by that. What was she doing? She was being her brother and sister's keeper. And in that moment, she made sure we were safe so that we could go do what we're going to do. This fight is everybody's fight. And we got to fight it together in unity, in solidarity, and alignment, and in alliance too. This is not an easy battle, but I'm here to tell you. I get emotional sometimes, man. You can't run this hard and have a soft heart and be tough like this did. I can't do it. Today was a day for me where I realized something. There's been a whole lot of stuff that happened with us over the past couple of weeks due to two nefarious people. And I'm just going to touch on that and leave it alone. These things happen in real time. All you can do is fix it and go on. Learn from it, and then make sure they answer for it, I might add. But the most important thing is that I realized something today as a leader. That I failed my people. I failed every one of them. I failed the people of Arizona. I failed so many people. Not because I did something wrong. Not because I did something nefarious. It's that because I got so busy polishing my truck and all these phone calls and emails and Zoom conferences and news conferences and radio and TV and all that, that I was so busy with all that. I was so busy in all that I forgot to take a knee and go to the big man. And I'm going to tell you right now, I want every one of y'all praying in agreement. If we can, I'm going to take 10 seconds. Heavenly Father, we come before you today, Lord, knowing that it only takes two in agreement to outdo legions and legions and legions, thousands of demons. And Father, right now, here in full agreement, we stand together. Stand together, fighting for our country, Lord. And we ask you now that in agreement, you answer our prayer that we get her back. Father, we ask that you strengthen us. You keep our minds sharp. You keep our hearts clear to love our brothers and sisters as you first did us and always have, and give us grace. But Father, more importantly, keep us safe. Keep these trucks right. Let every person get all the way back home after the fight is won. Make them whole. Make them recover from the time off. Bless them beyond measure, Lord God, because God made a trucker. And as truckers, Lord, we're here. We're representing you, Father. We're not going to let you down because you're not going to let us down. So in Jesus' name, we give you thanks and praise. Amen. God bless y'all.
No
Thank you,
names,
brother.
shout out to you. I see you in this chat. You're going crazy.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, no. Doc Lock 'em Up's coming up.
All right.
Before I let him come up, because I'm going to let him close it out tonight, because he's too motivating. I don't have that motivation right now.
Linda, Mouth
I'm
Gods as
going to
well.
say a couple
Thank
things.
you.
I think Marcus wants to say something. Marcus, you hand it over to Doc Lock 'em Up. That's what I'm calling him for now on. Doc Lock 'em Up.
Sharon Langland
Lock them up!
as well.
Lock them up. Lock them up. Lock them up.
He can't hear you.
Lock them up.
Lock them up! Lock them up! Lock them up! Lock them up!
Lock them up.
This guy right here, man, he is. I can't let you. Nobody can follow
East
you.
Coast GX.
I gotta finish. Let me finish my piece. My kick don't matter when you. I just want to say, anybody that is cold, anybody that's lacking jackets, blankets, pillows, beanies, all that kind of stuff, the A.B. Kelly truck over there, one row over. It's a Kenworth, but whatever. I'm just kidding. I should have said that.
The world's best.
Anyways, Kenworth truck over there, they got blankets and pillows and beanie hats and jackets and gloves and all that stuff in there for anybody that needs it. I just wanted to put that out there for anybody that needs it. They got it. It's all donations from the communities that we stopped in. Thank you to all those communities across the country that had the foresight to know we'd be freezing tonight. I'm gonna let Marcus Summers up there and then Doc lock them up. Good night, everybody. God bless.
Thank you.
Before I forget it, we have a key and we have a phone, a cell phone. We've had it for 3 or 4 days now in the black bus. And in case anybody's needing that or has lost it. Trucker G and Mrs. G, they told me that they will have their reefer unit set on a very warm temperature. If anybody needs a place to sleep, get with Trucker G and Mrs. G. I don't know where they went. They were right here. Get with them and they will turn their reefer unit on. Very warm temperature if you guys need a place to sleep. So I just want to say about the receipts. Yes, there has been, I'm sorry. I don't know how else to say it. I'm sorry. There's been a lot of things happening in that bus. And I'm doing the best I can. I'm just one man in there, and I'm doing the best I can. What I will do, I don't know if I've been to bed before midnight all week. So what I will do for you guys, I need to write everything down. If you're up to having patience tonight, I will, after I'm done here, I will go to the bus, meet me at the bus. If you will have patience, wait in line. I'm going to have to write everything down on a paper. I don't have a ledger. We don't have a vehicle. We did an order at the store yesterday. The printer wasn't in stock. We had to wait till today to get that. Went to pick it up, and there was 4 or 5 things that weren't in the order. So we have to go back again and get those things. But what I'll do is I will stay up as late as I need to take care of any of your receipts. I will write them down. It's just going to take me a while. Please be patient. I will stay up as late as you need me to. I will take care of your receipts tonight. If you have the patience, I'll take the time. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Lock them up.
Lock them up. Why?
Daniel Barr, thank you.
Listen, I have doctors and scientists all over the world now writing me emails, calling me not Dr. Alexander, but Dr. Lock them up. So yes, Walensky, Fauci, Francis Collins, Burks, all of them. In Canada, Theresa Tam, Howard New. If we investigate them, because we are good governance people, if we investigate them and we can show that they costed lives, we don't just go after people like that. We know kangaroo court. We need to give everybody a chance to defend what they did. But every policy in COVID was wrong. Everyone was wrong and killed people. The vaccines were wrong. They killed people. So yes, if we can show that it costed lives, we lock them up!
Lock them up! Lock them up! Lock them up! Lock them up! Lock them up!
Listen, we stand here on the back of the Canadian trucker. We must never forget the Canadian trucker. Long live the Canadian trucker! I have to give props, just like Brian did to Kip. Long live Kip!
Long live Kip!
Listen to me. Listen. Any government will try to take power from you. Every government in this world, including the United States, will try to take power, and they will never ever give it back to you. Any government that takes that power, even a little bit, will maximally abuse you unless we take it back civilly, peacefully. We go to the court, and this is America. We settle everything at the ballot box. We remain peaceful, and we take them down at the ballot box. Long live America! We can never comply our way out of tyranny like this. These are governments today that are abusing us. This is not about mass mandates. This is not about a vaccine mandate. This is about liberty. This fight is about freedom. This is about your constitution. This is about the future of your children. So this is a fight that we must wage, and thank God for the Canadian trucker, and thank God for the US trucker who is going to take this home and win this battle. Long live the US trucker! So I know everyone is cold because I am, so I don't want to keep you. And I just wanted to say once again, I'm very honored and privileged to be joining Brian and all of you guys here. This is a major battle. We had one small victory yesterday in the Senate and the House in our conversation. This is about a negotiation. This is about talk. This is about inching closer to what you want to achieve. And right now, I think we have some meetings set for tomorrow. There are some events tomorrow.
So I saw No Names
how much we can hold
in the chat. I saw you. You're going crazy.
Staying together and being united.
Thank you.
For this fight.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
All right, for sure. How was the drive?
It was long, but I only did half. I split it with someone else, so yeah, not too bad. How about you? How was it? You drove from Toronto?
Yeah, I drove. I left at like 10 o'clock, crossed the border around 12:30, and drove all the way. Got here about 9 a.m. Saturday morning. So
Okay, wow.
And I stayed up all the way till
Yeah, me too. I had like 2 hours of sleep that first night. It was brutal.
You're gonna be tired. You'll sleep good tonight, though.
Yeah, no, definitely. So did they give you? How was the border? For me, it was super fast.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
It was really nice. And yeah, so I don't know. What do you think of it down here?
Yeah, it's okay. It's a good feel. You'll see how it goes. I know they'll roll out in the morning, right? So it's pretty interesting to see them rolling out. I don't know if you're going to be on the ground, if you're going to get into a truck, but yeah, it's really, really awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a little different than Iowa, but you like the feel. Everybody's family here. It's really nice.
Yeah, definitely. People are so like generous, just like Ottawa.
Totally nice, yeah.
Someone was watching my stream. He was like, "Oh, I saw on your stream you said your hands are cold. I'm gonna come give you gloves." I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
they're totally good. They totally take care. Especially, they really appreciate everybody come down here from Canada too, right? So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think it's only we're now the only two last year just in Canada. There's nobody else.
I heard there was some truckers from Canada.
Yeah, I heard from Ottawa. I haven't seen them or introduced them. There is another journalist lady from BC. I haven't ran into her yet. But as far as YouTubers, it's just,
I think
just
it's
us.
yeah.
Just us. Yeah.
Well, we're the last one standing.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you? So you went in someone else's truck the other day, no?
I was in a pickup truck.
Okay.
Pickup truck the other day. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Was in a pickup truck and did one lap. Took a few hours, but we'll have to see if we get into a big rig. It's just a matter of getting passenger insurance.
Oh, really?
Passenger insurance. Yeah.
Just to have someone come around the.
Someone even to be in they have to, because if you're in there without passenger insurance, you're not covered under insurance. If something happens to them. So a lot of them, I have a couple guys still asking around to see if I can get in there, but yeah. So
wow. Okay.
Either they don't mind or they have the insurance. Yeah. So
okay.
we'll see.
Yeah, I guess we will.
Yeah.
How late does it go out here?
It starts slowing down. Like after the speeches, it slowly starts slowing down. On the weekend, it's pretty late, like party, fireworks, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
The last couple nights, once the weather's been bad, it's been pretty much dead, like around now.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Really, people just go back in their
couple people have
trucks.
a little bit of fires and stuff like that, but not really much. I've been ending it late, probably around like 10 o'clock each day.
Yeah.
So I've been here, that's been too much. They do get up early here. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 6
I heard.
7 they're up here. Yep.
Really, I heard they meet at 8 and then they're out at 9:30.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
8, and they're usually out by somewhere between 9, 9:30, 10 sometimes. But yeah, 9:30 they usually roll out.
Okay. And did you talk to, some guy was talking to me about having I don't know if he talked to you yet, tomorrow, having like a speech and then a bunch of live streamers out there?
Yeah, he talked to me, he just talked to me now.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Is that, I don't really, he didn't mention, is that going to be after the...
Not too sure, he just said he'll run into us after, but something tomorrow, I think one of the speeches, I don't know if it means in the morning or not, but I'll be here anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. And you said you were here for the weekend.
Yeah, I was here since Saturday, so yeah.
Okay, so the weekend was a lot bigger, eh?
Yeah, it's double. It looks like it's almost double here anyway.
Really?
Yeah, the other convoys that were about 2 hours away, they came down here. I think
there's
2 or 3 more convoys that joined up, yeah, so there's more people here now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely different, like where you can see all the trucks in one spot, it's a whole different thing than Ottawa.
Yeah, it's definitely.
It's, yeah.
It was a party on the weekend. That party will probably continue this weekend. So,
yeah, hopefully.
It'll be nice.
It'll be, yeah, I hope I can catch that.
Fireworks and all kinds of stuff, dancing. And
really?
It'll be good, yeah.
How long do you plan to stay down here?
Not too sure. I mean, I might as well make a trip out of it, right? I'm planning to visit other states and down in Florida and stuff, so I'll probably be down here a while.
Okay, cool. Wow, yeah. How long do you think this is going to go? Because I've been asking people.
This could go longer than
Ottawa, you think?
My visit, I think.
Oh, yeah?
If it keeps going like this, it can keep going, yeah. You never know.
Yeah, no one seems to know. They're just like, okay, I take it day by day, whatever. Yeah. Well, I'll be out here. Travel Fun 69, he's going to be out here as well, so. Yeah. Yeah. It was also, I honestly couldn't make that drive. So I went in and picked him up in New York. I was like, hey, take the wheel. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, definitely. Well, yeah, thanks for saying hi. Yeah, for sure. I'll see you later. Take care. So yeah, I know everybody was spamming me during the speech. So go say hi to Travel. So I went to say hi to Travel. Look at this, very bumpy ground. I'm actually glad I wore my boots. Ned Zoller, please go introduce yourself from Canada for me. Well, Travel Fun, Jeff. I have already met him. I did meet him in Ottawa. He's familiar with me and Zot as well. David Young, gotta let them know you're there. Speech. Yeah, hi. Yeah, it is.
I'm Dana. I watched you in Ottawa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw you were with Jeff.
Yeah. I was just there with him. I was like, he's the only other streamer from Ottawa, apparently, or Canada actually, here right now. But so where are you from?
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And how long here? Did you want to be on live?
Sure.
How long have you been out here for?
Oh gosh, I came in with the California Convoy, so it's been over a week.
Wow. Yes. And how was that, driving all the way up here?
It was fine. It was good. The hard part is sleeping in my car.
Yeah.
But
that's right.
Every few days I go to an Airbnb. So tomorrow I'm going to be sleeping over there, get a shower and
that should
bed, laundry.
Yeah.
I only brought brought 3 pairs of clothes. I was only going to be here for about 3 days the weekend. but I just decided to stay.
What made you want to stay?
I don't know, it's just the atmosphere and all the people, and everyone's so nice, and
yeah. Super generous.
Yeah.
Super
Oh
nice
gosh,
people
all
around
of those donations, the food donations.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, they have almost everything there.
Yeah, no, anything you can need, like gloves, whatever, they always have it. They're always giving stuff away. But have you been cold? Sleeping in your car? That must be.
I have been, but I've got a really warm sleeping bag.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So sometimes I wake up sweating.
Really?
It's that warm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than Ottawa. Definitely a lot warmer than Ottawa, but
yeah, it's supposed to warm up a little bit this week.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, yesterday, or no, that was today actually, that it was so...
Yeah, like it's just in the 50s next couple of days.
Okay, that should be good. And wasn't it warm a couple of days ago? I heard it was warm.
Yeah, it was warm. Was it yesterday? Or it was either yesterday or 2 days ago, I can't remember.
Yeah. And do you go around the belt with...
I have been. I only went the first 2 days, but I had to... I deliver food for a living with DoorDash and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So I can bring my work anywhere.
That's good.
And I ran out of money. My account was in a negative balance just yesterday. So I spent the last 2 days delivering food.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's good that you got out of that.
Yeah. I have to do a few hours tomorrow, and then on Friday do the Beltway.
Have you found that it's busier on the weekends?
Busier here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the same amount of trucks are here, but a lot more of the
like
four-wheelers. They call them four-wheelers.
That's so
a lot of four-wheelers.
Yeah. And what made you want to come out here?
Oh, I watched the Freedom Convoy from the very beginning, from like a week and a half before they even started on their way. So I watched all 3 weeks. I mostly watched Travel Fun 69. Jeff.
Oh yeah.
He's my favorite. And yeah, you too. You and your brother.
We just keep it a secret or a surprise, a mystery.
Oh,
it's
well,
just a funny little...
I think the two of you look a lot alike, so I think you're brother and sister.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Or at
that
least
we
half.
look super, yeah. But, so you watched us in Ottawa?
Yeah.
And how do you think that the Ottawa Convoy kind of compares to this one?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's the same kind of... Similarly, it's the same kind of camaraderie.
Yeah.
But this one is more mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really different. Yeah.
Definitely.
It's not just one place.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of other convoys, right? That meet in other places.
There are several that came like yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
I heard. I'm not sure how many come. I'm not sure if there's several may come, or if it was just like, those few.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything else about, if there are more coming.
I mean, hopefully. I mean, it should. I talked to Travel Fund Jeff, and he said that a lot more like different convoys come on the weekend, and they sort of move around. So it should be pretty big this weekend. I heard there was fireworks last weekend.
Yeah, there was some.
Oh, yeah. That's really cool. Yeah, no, it's definitely like different setting than it was in Ottawa. A lot warmer too, so you see people like walking around everywhere, which is nice.
And there's no like objection from the police. Nobody coming around stealing jerry cans.
Yeah, that's the main thing. It's like, they can't come in here. It's private property, so it feels like more enclosed.
Yeah.
Do you think that could end up happening? Like that's a possibility. Like what happened with the police?
I don't know. I think that there's a possibility that want to go into DC proper for a while. I'm not sure if they wanted to like stay there or whatever for a few nights, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, one last thing. How long do you think this is gonna last?
Oh gosh, I wouldn't even like. Oh gosh, like I was just gonna be here for 3 days, so this is like week 2. So it could be like weeks. It could be 1 week. It could be a month.
Do you think it could go for like until the summer?
I don't think it will make it through the summer. Maybe middle spring.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've talked to a bunch of people. No one seems to know. I guess people are just taking it day by day. So, yeah. Well, it was really great talking to you. Thanks for coming to say hi. Did you have any other comments that you wanted to say?
No. Yeah.
Just come down here if you can.
I was like thinking maybe I should say hi to my mom, but she doesn't watch you. So.
Well, yeah. Thanks for coming down, and
thanks for coming down too.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I know you're sleeping in your car. Like it's not optimal, but it's great to just see people down here. And
it would be even better if Viva Fry came.
Yeah. Viva Fry, for watching this, you need to come down here.
Yes, you do.
Come cover it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
So yeah, I'll be here for a while. So. Say hi or whatever if you see me again. Take care. So, I got some love lore. You actually went to the American Convoy. Holy shit, that's awesome. Yeah, guys, I got here. So, for those of you just tuning in today, or just in this live stream, I got here last night around 5 a.m. And, look, a freedom dog. Last night around 5 a.m. I took a nap just a couple hours ago before I started streaming, so I'm refreshed, I'm revived, and I'm gonna be here, well, for a while. Polish Agnes Bronitek, I don't know how to say that, sorry. Hi from Polish Agnes. Will I see you on the weekend? I'm coming down to stream as well. On Friday. Yes, you will. I'm going to be here this weekend. So definitely come say hi. Hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, it's good to meet you. Charlotte.
So I get permission to talk to someone cheap, and I'm sure we will use my and just reach everyone who can. Everybody that's like followers and
yeah.
I really didn't for accident because all the Democrats voted no on the bill, so we have to put pressure on the Democrat politicians to stand up and join our side. We have to make them either for the voters and Nancy Pelosi or the House leaders. So that's the goal. We talked to him on contact point for like other states to contact us if we need assistance. I already made an SOS video of one of the schools when we first did it.
Yeah.
And I've just been like trying like we got arrested today. I was just like all my videos are uploading. I was just like share it.
Really? Oh my god.
So yeah, so not that you guys want like everyone's on board with that. Yeah. So maybe if like even like Soap or like my Treasure Hunters or the House of Bubbles, any of those guys are listening, they want to restream.
Yeah.
At that time, if they could send their information out, if they want to reach me at JayGeorge, JayGeorge 1982@gmail.com. Reach out to me. I'll try to get back to everybody. Hopefully, I just get streamers.
Mike, thank you.
But anybody that can help out and restream all the content would be great.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like except we're in this little raceway here. We're not in the middle of the city. So
yeah.
Online is
yeah.
Because as you see, MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, everyone is ignoring this. They're making it like it's not happening. Yeah, I don't know if you ran into it yet, but walk around a little bit, you'll lose signal, you'll drop.
Yeah.
Well, they deleted the People's Convoy official freaking meeting from the
Yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, they took that off. But you know, all in all, they're taking it off because they're afraid. You know, so they're making progress.
Yeah.
And you can't hide us on the beltway. You can't hide on those trucks and cars and those flags. Like, it's
Yeah, you're right.
impossible to ignore, you know? And there's helicopters flying over us during the concert.
Lisa, thank you. Really?
Yeah,
Helicopter?
It's on TV now. And it's like, I got video.
Wow.
You go like the 420 company. You'll see the live stream of Jersey J. I took the camera out and the chopper flying right over.
I wonder if it's like military or it's like news helicopters.
So,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Hi.
Much easier to see.
I was like looking at the camera.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, I think the audio is better if I flip it around, so sometimes I forget to do it.
Awesome.
But is that the, like, you know how, what's his name? On stage, Brian, yeah, I was gonna say Jason.
That's me. That's okay.
He was talking about like the big, some big announcement tomorrow. Is that what he was referring to, or is he talking about something else?
I think there's something else going on. Yeah.
Okay.
When he was referring to the social media thing, he's really shouting out to us, you know,
Yeah.
and it's up to us to all come together for
We
this
talked
plan.
to Brian a little bit about it.
Yeah.
And we got emails out to him too. He's just been in meetings all day. You know, he's a hummingbird. He's just all over.
Everywhere.
So busy.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the amount of stress he's under, you know. So, whatever this beef is with him and the other guy,
But there is none.
I can't imagine there is because there's no hostility here at all. There's no anger. There's no nothing. It's like it's just you walk around. There's like aura of peace over here. You know, it's emotional.
Yeah.
It's like a feeling. See, like you came in late to it, but if you were here the other day and this place was rocking, I mean, it was out of control. It was like people were crying.
Really?
It was that emotional. That people just hugging each other and loving each other, and it was off the hook, you know. And I hope we get more of that by this weekend. I hope we grow. All the people that went to work come this week. I hope they come this week. You know, like come this weekend, come hang out. You know, like we only get one chance to do this.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Now is the time.
If we blow it,
Now
that's
is the
it.
time.
That's it. It's the last chance. I mean, we got a couple months until we have to deal with some serious problems. You know, if we don't get these elected officials out of office and change things up, then we're going to be stuck with the same old crap next year. So, you know, the best thing to do is do what you're doing.
Stand up.
Yep.
Make your voices heard.
Because they work for us. You know, so make them remember that. You know.
Yeah, I mean that's the main theme that I've heard from everybody. Like they're not specifically talking about masks or vaccine mandates. They just want government officials to work for them.
Yeah, and back off.
Yeah.
If we think we have a health issue, we're adults. We can make our own decisions.
We are sovereign bodies.
Yeah.
We gave them the privilege, in good faith, to handle some of our God-given rights, right? So when they overreach that, I mean, we're like that lawyer in New York, right? She said it best. Like, we are magistrates. Like, you know?
Yeah.
And we can't listen to speeches. Go home and get comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay? Now is the time. If you're at home and you want to be here or you want to support but you cannot, we are organizing to make sure that you guys can rally and get together in your states and make your voices heard. Preferably Democratic states because, like I said before, all the Democrats said no, so we have to get them on board to be able to appeal or veto or whatever the technical term is.
Yeah.
So we really need to do that. That is priority number one, and the people at home are the ones we need to reach. and everyone doing media on the stream, whatever, like us three right here, it's our responsibility.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And we all have to come together. So if you're a streamer and you're here, you got a lot of followers, you got a lot of support, please reach out to us. Come find me or Alex. I'm Jay.
Yeah, I'm Alex Glasgow, by the way.
Jersey
GLASGOW. You probably had to search under the filter channels, but anyways.
Yeah, the more we get out there, the better the algorithm will pick it up. And the more views in everybody's faces there'll be. So hopefully we can get it out there. You know? So what do you think? We got a chance or what?
Yes, we do.
I think we
especially
got a
if we stay persistent.
Yeah.
Like me and him have been running around like hummingbirds all day.
Yeah, I saw. He talked to me earlier. It was great.
I'm like, I need information from you.
Please talk to me.
Yeah.
We have to talk.
All right, I gotta run by the coffee and get the girls, and then we'll go back to camp. But pleasure seeing you again, Charlotte.
Good to see you too.
Thanks,
nice
bud.
meeting you.
Yeah, you too.
What's up to Zot? Glad you're out, bro. What up to you?
Bye, guys. Yeah, so that was the guy that I talked to earlier, who was talking about organizing a little speech where some live streamers can record. Lisa Atwood, thank you very much. I saw something, I don't know, maybe I'm tweaking. These super chats go away really fast recently, so if I didn't catch yours, I'm really sorry. I really do appreciate it. I saw someone else saying earlier that I only care when someone super chats me. I don't thank other people. I always thank you. If you watch me, you know that I thank people for liking, supporting, subscribing. Every time someone approaches me, you know, I'm very, very grateful for anybody who supports me, whether it's online or you come up to me in person. I'm very grateful for you guys. Whether it's a short time or you've been following me since the beginning of the Ottawa Convoy, just know that you are appreciated. And Zod appreciates you too. So many trucks here, guys. Trucks everywhere. Look at that. Awesome. Smells like campfire here. Oh, did my thing cut out? Okay, here we go. Someone said no horns allowed at night. I think that's just not really a law thing, but that's really just kind of out of just to be sort of civil towards the neighbors. I think they really just want to stay peaceful. They don't want to bother anyone, so that's just something that they've kind of decided to do, but it's not really something that that's been enforced, to my knowledge. Travis, I love you. I love you too, Travis. at this truck. This is a different one. It's getting a little bit chillier out just because it's getting later. Look at this truck. This one's very cool. Guys, these are the only gloves oh no! The only gloves I had, and I just dropped them on the ground. So I'm gonna see if, I feel like these aren't gonna be very warm. The truck looks like a Christmas tree. Yeah, it does. Very nice truck. I can't really see the ground, so I'm trying not to step in mud or anything. But I'll show you guys around this way. So a big difference between the Ottawa Convoy and this convoy is that a lot of the trucks have loads on them, like a bunch of trucks. I remember at the Ottawa Convoy, I think it was only a couple, if I remember, maybe like 3 or 4 that had loads on them. But a lot of the trucks have loads on them here, which is cool. Yeah, but I'm just gonna go around this way. Sort of show you guys these trucks. Not loads, yeah. Trailers, whatever, guys. I'm not a trucker, but you know what I'm talking about. And this is sort of where I parked earlier. Like the you know, temporary car sort of parking lot. That's the entrance over there. Looks like someone's coming up. I'm gonna let them pass by. We got a Don't Tread on Me on the hood. Very, very cool. Support the truckers. I think this is oh no, it's not. He's got a little US flag there, very nice. I believe this one is Saznak's truck. I believe, yeah, it is. Seems like he's not there right now. Sorry if the camera's a little bit shaky, guys. A lot of truckers here go to bed earlier. Yeah, I have heard that actually. In Ottawa, people, you know, they're sort of night owls a little bit more. But here it seems like, yeah, here it seems like people go to bed a little bit earlier. I guess that's because they're waking up to do the rounds at 9:30. Guys, headlights are really bright. Hey! So this is the speech table over here. Very, very nice. I'm gonna try and put a warmer in my glove, guys, so hold on, my hand is freezing. Let me see if I can find one, guys. I have so much stuff in my pockets right now. I have 2 battery packs. I have like another phone. So much stuff. And no hand warmers. The glove I'm wearing is like a gardening glove sort of thing, so. I have a bunch in my car, that's the unfortunate part. Zot team is never equipped. Guys, there's a lot. Zot's in the chat, by the way, but there's a lot to be, oh shit. Guys, I almost just got ran over by a truck. What a way to go. Oh my god. I'm gonna go around, guys. I'm gonna see if they have any hand warmers, which they don't. Don't get hurt, Sharzad. Trying my best, guys. Looks like there's some fires back there. No names, thank you. I'm being careful. Yeah, I've said this before, but this is kind of crazy because it's just, you know, cars and trucks and stuff all over. And, yeah, it's just kind of, it's kind of wild. Bunch of RVs here, tents. It's really warm over here. I think there's like someone's exhaust is blowing over. Oh, I guess there is a fire over there. What the hell just hit me? Guys, I can't see a damn thing. I'm wrapped up in something. Something got me. A string, guys. I was almost decapitated by a string, guys. Don't get smushed. Thank you, Mark Mulo. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm just stopped to try and read these chats. Don't string me, bro. Yeah, guys, it is really dark. There's not really much in the way of street lights or anything here. Look at this, we got a pink truck for breast cancer. Very nice. Pink truck, guys. I've never seen a pink truck. That is a very cool truck. Ryan J. Drews. Some money for a lantern to carry at night. Yeah, I should invest in that. It's always something new to bring to the stream. Every night I figure out something else that I need, but I appreciate your guys' tips. Trying to look for someone I can talk to. The only thing is here, guys, I believe people go to bed a little bit earlier. So not too many people to talk to at night, like at the Ottawa Convoy. Oh, I didn't even see these guys. Thank you, Susan. Cano. Please get a fluorescent vest. Good idea as well. Yeah, it's really dark around here. They got these little pod things, which is very cool. I left some hand warmers out here. And I guess someone must have taken them. Which, to be fair, I left them out for people to take, so. Hold on, guys. There's cookies here, guys. I don't know if you can take these. Are you allowed to take these?
Yep. Yep, that's all sent from a family over in Ohio. Sent these in. One of the truckers brought those in from.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, maybe not down. Maybe they give the Ohio ones away. But there you go.
Wow, that looks great. Thank you. I don't have anywhere to put it. I'm too cold to hold it.
You're not that skinny. Keep eating.
Thank you. So guys, I did get some cookies, but no luck on the hand warmers. So just gonna, oh my god. So I'm gonna make my way over here. Hey, do you know if they have any like hand warmers around here? No? Oh, no, I'm not recording you. I'm just like looking for something. Under the grandstands? I believe that's closed. Yeah, that is closed right now. Yeah, she didn't want to be disturbed, guys. Yeah, I really wish I brought my hand warmers right now. Ask the guy who gave you a cookie. He went somewhere else. Put one hand in your pocket. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, but the glove that I'm wearing isn't keeping me very warm. Hey, Han, are you gonna join all of us on Jeff's Hangout channel tonight? We consider you a part of our family now. We'll be on in about 30 minutes. I'm not sure, guys. I might try to make an appearance there, but I'm gonna have a really early morning tomorrow, and yeah, I'm gonna try and stay out here for a little bit longer. And just sort of show you guys the convoy at night. But yeah, if I can, I'll try to make an appearance on there. Yeah, before this I was doing a lot of nightly, what do you call it? Like StreamYards, you know, talking to viewers and stuff. Which I don't know if some of you guys like that kind of content. I don't really have time to make those live streams anymore. So yeah, I think I could. All that to say, yes, I might stop in. I'll try my best, but I'm gonna try to get a good night's sleep tonight because I just haven't gotten very much sleep recently. And I want to be well rested for tomorrow. Seems like it's going to be a pretty big day. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get all rested up for that. So is Zod down here? No, Zod is not. Zod's not down here. Unfortunately, he couldn't come down to the U.S. So I'm here with Wagzot, aka Matt. Different Matt. not Zot Matt, but Wagzot. Farmers for Freedom. And oh yeah? Yeah.
Just saw you. I thought you were ZOT and I didn't know you were Freedom Live. That's you.
No, I'm ZOT.
I'm following you right here on Freedom Live. It said Freedom Live went live, and so I was following you, watching you.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
That's so weird because usually it'll say like Freedom Convoy, whatever.
Oh, maybe it was. Let me see. Let me move that down.
Oh. That's super weird that it's Oh, is this on Facebook?
Maybe it was. Let me see. Let me shut this off and see. Let me see.
Oh, you know what? Maybe someone's restreaming my thing on Facebook. That could be what it is.
Live.
Yeah, but they could just be like restreaming it like just as it's live. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. So anyway, you were right by me when you first started.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I said, oh man, I gotta go talk to her. So did you notice on that text that lady sent me that the video that you did with me, the interview, was taken down? Did you read that?
It was?
Yeah, I just read it for the second time.
I didn't even notice.
I know, I didn't either.
Because I just uploaded that just today.
Yep, let's see. She's writing to me now. Let's see, where was it? I believe the video you were on was taken down, so I'm hoping you can speak to more streamers.
Wow, guys, is that true that video was taken down?
The interview of Marty with True Blue Transportation.
Someone said yeah. This morning's video. Oh wow. I guess it was. That's really weird because usually YouTube will only take it down if you talk about COVID or if you talk about like the vaccines. But I don't think you really talked about that. So that's super weird.
No, I didn't. But there were probably other offensive things that were truthful that they didn't want to hear. You know?
Yeah. No.
So,
YouTube's super trigger happy with the with the strikes and everything.
Yeah, I was hoping to show that to my wife too, actually.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been trying to back up all the stuff on Rumble because Rumble doesn't really have any censorship, so that sucks that I couldn't back that up.
So, have you ridden with a truck yet?
No, I haven't, because I just got here just yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't been able to go on the belt.
Well, if you want to go, let me know. I can give you my card. Just let me know what day you want to go.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, sure.
Do you know if they're going tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, I think, but it's kind of, they're waiting in the morning because he said I got a special plan for tomorrow.
Oh,
So I'm not sure what it's going to be. I think we'll still go somewhere.
Okay.
Some other guy was recommending, hey, how if we go to other cities like Harrisburg and, but it's like, no, we're in Maryland, you know, you have to work with local law enforcement to do everything you're doing anyway.
Yeah.
So they had to get in touch with all the authorities from here to DC to arrange to let them know we're doing this, and you have to You have to let them know so that nothing kooky happens and gets us all in trouble.
Yeah.
So, but
Are there like police escorting you when you go down?
No, but I'll tell you this. It's chilly out here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Do you want to talk in the truck, or do you want something to do? I mean, you want to
sure.
keep going?
I can come in. I was looking for hand warmers.
You were looking for what?
I was looking for hand warmers because someone gave me these gloves earlier.
Oh,
and then I put them on and I realized they're like
too small?
No, like lawn gloves, so they don't do much for warmth, but
you need a pair of gloves then to stay warm?
Yeah, I had all my winter gear in Ottawa and then I moved and I completely lost all my stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had the whole outfit.
Yeah.
The snow pants, the boots, everything.
Oh wow. Yeah. So I will look, but I might have a pair of gloves. Actually, they do have gloves back there in the.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I might either stop at Walmart or go over there tomorrow.
Yeah, right here. You know, they got everything here. They got gloves.
Yeah.
So in the morning you should be able to get some.
Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, so.
That sucks about the other video though.
What's that?
That sucks about the other video getting taken down. I'll see if I can. There's a way I can like download it or something and send it to you. I would
love to get that.
Yeah.
It's cool that some people saw it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm down there, the white truck.
Oh, this one.
The white one down up there.
Okay.
Right over there. Yeah. The door's open on the other side anyway. I had other people in the truck earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Always talking to somebody, you know, it's never a dull moment.
Yeah.
It's like you can't walk anywhere without getting to talk to somebody anyway.
Yeah, everybody, they're so friendly here.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. Here, let me try and stand it up.
Sure.
There you go. So yeah, for you guys who who didn't get to see the live stream earlier, this is Marty.
Hi everybody, glad to see you. This is a great girl right here. She was covering the Ottawa deal with all my trucker buddies up there in Canada. So anybody who does that is a hero for me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you know anyone who was able, any truckers that were in Ottawa who came down here?
I haven't met it. Well, the only one I know is that Dr. Paul, and this can go up and down however you want it. Up and down, just adjust it whatever you want. The red button's up and down, all the rest are all the other adjustments you can do.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, it's air ride seat.
Wow.
So, no, the only guy that I know for sure, but I have heard that there are other truckers here from Canada. I'd love to meet them. That Dr. Paul Alexander that spoke tonight, did you see him? Oh, yeah, you were right behind me, videotaping him.
I was right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught that. Oh, thank you. You have everything. You're so prepared.
Well, gets emotional, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I'd love to meet some Canadian truckers that were up in that protest up there. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw Jeff's live stream, Travel Fun.
No, I didn't.
No. He's here. I think we're the only two Canadian live streams, or the only two live streamers that were in Ottawa that are down here. So I talked to him earlier, and I've heard that there are other Canadian truckers, but I haven't been able to see them yet.
Well, it's easy to spot them if you do find them, because the tag on the front will be Canadian.
Yeah.
So that would be one way, and then the name on the door will have we all have to have our, well, not nowadays, but I mean, most of them do have their location for their home, their home business. I mean, wherever the business is domiciled at.
Yeah.
It's on the side of the truck.
Okay.
So yeah, hopefully we'll find out where they are.
I will. I'll look out for that.
Yeah.
The trucks.
So, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you have any like ties with Canada? Do you have any family there?
No, I know certain truckers that are up there that I've met. I'm also a freight broker, so I also have to look for my customers when I can't cover it on my own truck.
Okay.
So I've brokered loads all the way up into all the provinces of Canada, and I have a couple of good trucker buddies up there, Danny Levesque and Sylvain Dumont. Any of those Canadian truckers up there will maybe know them. I thought something extra happened on the light there, but anyway, no. I was just curious, though, to you, what have been some of your more interesting interviews?
Here?
Yeah, here.
Here, I'm trying to remember, because I talked to so many people. I just talked to, actually, someone just maybe 30 minutes ago, and they're organizing a sort of speech where we're going to get, like, a bunch of streamers out there and live stream the whole thing, and then they're going to try to get a bunch of people to, like, re-stream the live stream. So they're just trying to get the message out there, and those guys, I believe the one guy's name, I'm not going to remember. I'm honestly not even that bad with names, but it's just because I meet so many people every day. It's like, I have trouble remembering, but those two guys that were on earlier, they're just going around to everybody, like, trying to, like, start a movement. I don't know, I think that's just really special right there.
So you've been talking about the live streamers?
Yeah, I've only met, I talked to Saznak too.
Okay.
I don't know if Saznak. He's, I watched his live streams too when he was coming up here, so it was really cool to talk to him.
Yeah, I saw. I was watching some of his too, and my wife was watching more than I. She's the one that was watching him when I was in Ruther Glen, Virginia, to try to find out where they were, and she found out they were over here in Hagerstown, so I came up this way, and I've yet to actually physically meet him, although we've gone right by each other on the highway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, actually, the other day, on the beautiful day that we had, he passed me a couple times, and then you'd see him on the side of the road videotaping the convoy.
Really?
And there was a 1950 Kenworth needle nose in front of me with a Mercury sleeper, which I know you don't know all that, but
I've heard of the name Kenworth.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
Yeah, the world's best. That's the slogan. But anyway, that 50 Kenworth was probably the most unique truck in the convoy because it's 1950 and it's a classic truck, butterfly hood, steel nose as they call it, and the Mercury sleeper is something that's been out of business for many years. It's almost like something like a sleeper that's wrapped in aluminum foil. So he was parked over there in that area before where you were headed when I just caught you just now. But the funny thing was, when I saw Sasak on the side of the road videotaping, I thought, oh cool, he's gonna actually get my truck. But when he saw that 50 Kenworth, he went all the way over like that, and was right there. He went right by me to the next truck. I was going, oh,
You gotta get it next time.
Yeah. So anyway, if he does it again. But anyway, no, it's cool. Actually, a customer texted me today and said, "Hey, are you up in DC at the Convoy?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I thought I saw your truck," and I can't remember how he said he saw it, but he saw it anyway.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
It's a little hot for you?
Oh no, it's fine.
Oh, good.
I like the warmth.
You need to get warm after being out there. It's chilly, raw to the bone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
So, what did you do? Now, I don't know if you want me to interview you too, but...
I mean, if you have questions...
Yeah. So, what did you do before you started doing this kind of
Like the live streaming and stuff?
Yeah, before you... Well, this is like a business now, so...
It's honestly, like, it's so brand new, so, yeah, so Zot, who's Matt, started the live streaming.
Wait a minute, you're not Zot?
Zot's a guy.
Yeah.
And I'm
okay.
Zodette. And, Zot started the whole channel.
Really?
Yeah, and, basically when he got arrested, because I'm not the one who got arrested, he got arrested. And when, yeah, so basically I just had to take over. I had been live streaming for him up until that point. Like, he started probably a week before me, and then I started a week after him live streaming the auto convoy. When he got arrested, I had to come down here because they won't let him across the border. So yeah, I'm not Zod. I don't know if you're
like
disappointed.
I said before when I said I watched Zot before. I remember seeing that, but of course there were so many live streamers up there in Canada.
Yeah.
But I remember I had clicked on the Zot before, but there were several that I had clicked on. I'd be switching around looking for. Okay, no, I don't want to watch that. I want to watch something else. Yeah. So I mean, if they were just kind of walking down the street, it was
hard
like
to put a face to the.
Yeah, because a lot of them don't go on it, except for Viva Fry maybe. But yeah, a lot of the guys just keep showing everybody else, and you don't know what they look like.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's
So
me too. Like I don't turn the camera around that much. Like, I'll turn it around whatever if I'm saying something or eating, but I don't turn it around that much. So I guess.
So where's Zot now?
He's back in Ottawa.
Okay.
He's
sort of free.
Yeah, like he's not in jail or anything, but he's, I guess, kind of waiting on news about the trial and everything. So for now he just can't come to the US, which sucks. But
so a little bit about my background in case anybody's interested. I don't know if they have any questions, but the main thing, if you watch, maybe you should probably see if anybody has questions. But I started trucking after I got out of the Navy in '78, so I did 4 years in the Navy, and came out really restless, and I had 13 jobs in that first year.
Really?
And that was some of them like 2 or 3 days, like, man, this isn't for me, you know. And all I really wanted to do was truck anyway, so I wasn't satisfied no matter what I was doing. And eventually I got into trucking and started with a company in Kansas, which was, at that time, it was hard to find a job without experience. So I hitchhiked out to Kansas to Fort Scott and got a job with Midwestern Distribution. And the guy
Can I get a radio check on this radio? How about it? Can I get a radio check, please?
Working driver. And the driver that had been training me said, yeah, if you can't find a job, go to Fort Scott, go to Midwestern Distribution. They'll hire anybody, you know? So I went out there, I passed the driving test, and back then there wasn't much more than that. So I started trucking out of there, team driving in a spring ride cab over Freightliner. Cab over is like that there. It's no hood. That's a cab over. So that's a cab over. It's people, you know, when we were kids, we used to call them flat fronts. And the cab is over the engine. So in between you and me, it's further apart because it's a wider cab, and the engine cover is right here. So there'll be a long engine cover and then the seat on the other side. But the good part about that truck, though they don't make them all like that, I mean, they didn't come out with all of them like that, but the dash was pretty much all across here, and that whole engine cover was soft, leather covered, or vinyl, whatever, but it was like a leather with a lot of padding. And so when the other guy was asleep, we ran team. If we weren't running somewhere, or if I felt tired and I wanted to go to sleep, I'm not going to jump in the bunk with him. So I'd just grab a pillow and I'd put it on the jump seat, as they call it, and I'd lay right across, and it would be a great sleep.
Really?
You know, yeah, nice sleep, nice and soft. And I was doing what I always wanted to do, man. I was living what I wanted to do, and ran all 48 states and a little bit into Canada, and a couple times. And I just loved traveling, man. It's not like work when you're doing what you want to do. So if anybody's out there and you're thinking, you know, I'd like to go trucking, I'd like to see the country, and well, you know, if you want to do it, if you really want to do it, you can do it. And they even have a lot of trucks now that are automatics, so you don't have to worry about trying to shift. There's a lot of companies that have automatic trucks. But then again, there's companies you want to stay away from. I probably shouldn't name them, but...
yeah, I don't know. They're going to, like, strike my video.
Yeah, right. So there's a lot of these big companies out there that don't treat you right. And here's the thing, if you ever want to get into trucking, you do not want to, well, you want to find out, okay, if you're getting paid by the mile, which most of them are going to pay you by the mile, you're going to ask them, well, do you pay practical miles or household movers guide, or what they call short miles? So household movers guide is something from way back, and it's like they would figure out, okay, from Miami to Buffalo, New York, they would take as the crow flies all the way up any little skinny road, as long as it's in a straight line. But if you're on a highway, interstate, and it's going up here, then it's going over there, and then it's going up here, it's like a couple of sevens, you might say. Well, you're not getting paid all those miles. You're getting paid the line across the triangle.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how they can cut your pay also. And then another thing is accessorials. Accessorials are like additional payments. Like, let's say you get to a place, you had a 3 o'clock appointment, you're there at 2, and they say, hey, we're really backed up, you know, come back in the morning. Well, that's losing my time. What am I going to get paid?
Yeah.
So that's called layover pay. What do you get for layover pay? Oh, we'll give you $20. Oh, wow, $20. Wow, wonderful. All right, that's for the bird in my sleeper, and what about me, you know? So then you got, you know, let's say you get to a place, and again, you got a 2 a.m. appointment, all right? A lot of your grocery loads and produce loads, if you're hauling produce, you're going into the warehouse, grocery warehouses a lot. And what if you get in there at 2 a.m.? They get you in the door at 4. That's already 2 hours on your time. And then they take, let's just say, at a grocery warehouse, you might take 4 to 6 hours before they get you signed out and out of there. Well, what do you get paid an hour on your time for what they call detention? So detention is how long you were held up. Usually you get the first 2 hours free. Some good companies might just give you 1 hour free and then you get paid, but generally it's going to be 2. Now, me as an owner-operator, I talk to brokers, and I pull a step deck, so I don't go to grocery loads, you know, grocery warehouse. But if I was pulling a van or a reefer, which once in a while I do, just when it's bad weather, I don't want to be pulling my step deck. I'll pull a van from my buddy, or I used to rent one. So I would ask, well, this dry van load, what's it going to pay if I get held up? Oh, don't worry, you won't. Yeah, but I want to know if it gets, you know, what if Murphy's Law comes into play?
Yeah.
You know, don't worry about it. Well, okay, good. If you're not worried about it, then I need $75 an hour or whatever it might be. And, oh man, we only give like 25. Well, then I'm not going to do the load, because I'm not going to, well, yeah, blah, blah, you know. So you get brokers that are like that, and then you realize right away, guess what? The way that guy's talking right now, he's already going to be a problem later on. So yeah. I can dump him right now. Hey, thanks anyway, appreciate it. I'm not going to take the load, you know. So
do you only really make money if you're super like selective about
what you take? Yeah. You have to be super selective about what you take. So let's say right now, things, because fuel is going out of the sky, it's like, it's crazy trying to get loads moved right now for a reasonable rate. And the problem is the brokers can be dishonest. Actually, in the trucking industry, broker is a dirty name. Okay, but there are some good ones. And there's also truckers that have developed a good rapport with some brokers that they run for all the time. That's fine, you know, but I pick up my own customers mostly, and then I also pick up broker loads, but I'm also pretty choosy about who I broker for. Who I take broker loads from. But there's also some good trucking companies with small little brokerage companies that don't advertise on the internet. That's the way you find your loads. Typically, if you're on the road, you're looking for another load, you go on the internet to what they call the load boards, and you look for the loads that are posted, and you call the broker, you try to work a deal. Most of the time, they're going to have a set rate they want to pay, but if you ask the right questions and you're knowledgeable enough in that industry, you can ask enough questions to see where you will have the upper hand in trying to get a better rate. So, would you like something to drink? Water, juice, I got whatever you want.
Did you have some water?
Yeah.
I don't drink when I'm here. I always forget to. I'm like walking
There's
around.
a cold one right there.
Perfect.
I think it's
Thank
brand
you so
new.
much.
Make sure it should be.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Thank you.
Give me that thing. Got it? Don't spill it on you.
Got it.
All right. So, anyway, it's like, and then there's dirty tricks that some brokers will play with you. If you have any people want questions answered, let me know.
Yeah, post them in the chat if you have questions. I was gonna say, what do you usually haul?
Anything that'll fit on the step deck. A step deck is like a flatbed, but it drops down to a lower level. Matter of fact, Brian's trailer right there, that's a step deck.
The black one?
The brown, the one that's lit up right there with all the tail lights right there.
Yeah.
That's a step deck. So it's an open deck trailer, and some of the guys will carry ramps underneath the step deck on the sides that they can go out and hook to the rear of the trailer and then drive equipment up onto it. And that's always nice because you're not going to be tarping that. But I can tell you some of the things that I've hauled on a step deck. So just like a flatbed, you might be hauling structural steel that goes to a job site, and then they build buildings with it. You can haul lumber, you can haul steel coils, like coils that are wrapped metal, and you chain through the middle, but you have to put edge protectors so it doesn't cut into the chains don't cut into the steel. Or aluminum or stainless steel, whatever they might be. You can haul pipe, copper, machinery, like manufacturing machinery. You got a question?
I'm trying to see because it's going so fast.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to you. I'm looking at this,
It's
but I'm
tough
listening
to do.
to you.
Yep.
Thank you, Freedom Lab. Yeah. But people, it's like so awkward because you're looking at a chat and you're trying to listen to someone. It's like, hold on.
And while you're looking through, I can throw a few other things. I've hauled military loads like armored personnel carriers, army trucks, the new replacement for the Humvee. Believe it or not, one time I hauled a circular set of stairs, looked like a dragon, on the step deck. It was a winding, spiraling black set of metal rails, and the platform for the steps was wrought iron, I believe, and it looked really weird. It was very hard to tie down, and went to a very wealthy person's home on Lake Norman, North Carolina. I guess she was one of the descendants of the Dole family, Dole pineapples.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
What an industry.
Yep.
Where do you usually drive?
Well, I'm out of North Carolina, so I also have a few good trucking companies that will send me to either Newport News, Virginia, or Savannah, Georgia, or Charleston, South Carolina to pick up, or Charlotte, pick up machinery that's crated. Sometimes it'll be wood if it's coming right out of the manufacturer, or coming from overseas, like Japanese machinery, German machinery. It'll be metal crates, but it'll be a metal top and then structural metal where you can see through it on the sides. and you have to tarp it. All those machines you have to tarp. They're very expensive, and typically trucking companies or owner-operators with their own authority, they typically carry $100,000 on cargo insurance for what their insurance for cargo, like for $100,000. And then there's some that go up to $150,000, $200,000, $250,000, and I actually carry $500,000 because some of the machinery I was hauling before COVID, actually my main customer, was I had a regular run going to the port of Gulfport, Mississippi, and I had a good paying load, and it was very tall machinery, not easy to tarp because it had a lot of sharp edges, so I had all the padding I needed. A lot of people don't want to be bothered with that, but I was, I've always been in good shape. I'm 66 now, so...
So you have to pack all of it
yeah,
yourself?
Yeah, and it's amazing because when my wife went with me back numerous years ago, we went on a trip loaded in North Carolina, some nasty old machinery, and it took me 4.5 hours to pad it properly and tarp it.
Really?
And we went to Pennsylvania. It was pouring rain when we got up there. Thankfully, we had to back inside a building to untarp. That's still a messy job with all that water falling off the tarp and rolling up your tarps and all your equipment. But my wife said to me, "Marty, you are crazy. I never knew how hard you worked." She said, "This is crazy." And I said, "Well, that's what trucking is, honey. A lot of people don't know. When you see a load going down the highway and it's got a tarp on it and it's big machinery, that didn't just fly onto that machine, and it wasn't an easy job. It takes a lot to get a tarp tight and taut so that that tarp isn't flapping in the wind. If it starts flapping, you're going to get wrinkles from the wind, and it's going to be about the same kind of damage as getting it ripped by not protecting it with padding on sharp edges. So once that happens, you've kind of ruined your tarp if you get to the, running it a long trip and what's flapping in the wind. And then your tarp is fatigued, not going to hold back water. So it's those tarps are expensive to fix and to buy another one.
Yeah.
They're several $100 each.
What happens if, I've heard of this happening before, if something, like say wood, people are hauling wood, like those long planks, and it's not secured properly and it goes flying or something?
So generally, you're going to see loads that aren't properly secured from forward motion that'll go through the back of the cab and sometimes come right through and either kill the guy or miraculously miss him, like steel girders.
Wow.
But coming off the back, yeah, one of the things you got to do when you're hauling open deck, you got to be pulling over and checking several times sometimes, depending on what you're hauling. You got to keep pulling over and checking your load, make sure it's not working its way loose anywhere, and tighten up your straps or chains or both, and do something different if things start working their way back. You can't afford that. The last thing I want to see is some, I guess the worst case scenario, some mother and her kids getting hit by something coming off of my truck. That's awful. I'd hate to see that happen. That would be like the driver that ran into those people in, what was it, California, that killed 4 guys because his brakes went going down the mountain.
Yeah.
I mean, that poor guy, the problem there is the company did not train him how to run down the mountain. You got to learn how to go down mountains and feel what you're, okay, supposedly he had brake problems. Well, as soon as you have brake problems, you got to pull over and check it out. Don't keep going down that mountain.
Yeah.
Or even if you're on a level road, I mean, pull over, check it. That poor guy was green, and what is one of the biggest problems in the trucking industry is these companies that are willing to just hire people, put them in a seat, go ahead, go do it. And if you get burnt out in a year and a half, that's okay. We planned on you getting replaced because we're just paying everybody the littlest amount we can.
Yeah.
And they think they're going to make a better profit like that. But hopefully the people that run that company, hopefully they're the ones that are going to go to jail. They need to. They did not do their due diligence in training this guy, preparing him for mountain driving. Or even if he wasn't trained for mountain, he could have had a brake problem on a regular highway and not know what to do, thinking, supposedly somebody told me today, was it you or someone else told me, he called his dispatcher and they said, just keep going, we'll fix it when we get in.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
so that's one of the reasons that I decided to buy my own truck.
Yeah.
I got tired of people telling me, oh, that's okay, just bring it in, we'll fix it when you get in. It's like, I'm calling up telling you I got no turn signal on the right side. That's okay, just bring... No, that's okay for you. It's not okay for me.
And if you get a ticket from that,
Yeah.
do you still have to pay that?
Yeah, and nowadays, since Obama's reign, he made it, the FMCSA DOT regulations changed so that now any tickets you get, even as a company driver, go on your personal record for your CDL. So, and what the thing was, now, let's say you make a right turn on red, or it's right turn on red. Now, what if they change the law 2 years after you made that right turn, but they said, oh, it's going to be 2 years retroactive. So if you went right on red 2 years ago, you broke the law 2 years ago, and we're going to charge you with that. So that's what Obama did. He said, all these truck drivers that are company drivers or otherwise, if you got a ticket for, let's say, a low air tire that had low air, or brakes out of adjustment, or a turn signal out, well, if you were driving company equipment, the company got charged with that. But Obama said, oh no, you're a driver, you get it charged on your own CDL now. 2 years retroactive. So here's the thing. I used to drive for a couple companies that were not very diligent and didn't care about the maintenance on the equipment. So I said, okay, fine. You don't want to fix it? I'll just look for a state trooper. Oh, hey, hon. Hey, pull over. I'd say, hey, these guys don't want to fix this brake problem on the trailer, and I got right turn signal out. Can you write me a ticket for that? Absolutely. I got an air leak here. Can you write me a ticket for that? Sure. Hey, boss. I just got a ticket, man. I just got pulled over, and they inspected my truck. I can't go anywhere because I got an air leak, and you're going to have to send somebody to fix it. Okay, that's dirty, right? That's dirty because you don't care enough about my life or the motoring public. So I'm going to make you get that fixed since you don't want to do it on your own. Well, if I had been doing that prior to Obama's retroactive ruling, I would have had all that on my license. And what happens to those drivers that had bad bosses, bad equipment, and were getting tickets for bad equipment? Look, those guys were just trying to do their job. And they were getting tickets. But now, because of the way he made that law, it's wiping them out. They can't drive anymore because if you had a certain number of those...
Do you get your license just revoked?
You would. I mean, back then, those guys that the last 2 years, if you had a number of tickets for bad equipment, as a company driver, you would lose your CDL because the points would add up to the point where you can't drive.
Really?
So that's wrong, in my opinion, because a lot of times companies are forcing you to drive. What are you going to do? Quit if you're out in the country and there's nobody else to work for? So getting back to your question about securing loads, one thing I always do with steel girders, steel plates, steel coils, like steel girders and anything flat, I will crisscross what I call X chains in front of it. So I come back along the bottom, come up in the front, over the top, back down this way and the opposite that way. And I'm not fooling around. It's also for my life, because I don't want anything like that happening. And in the same way on the rear, if I think something's going to work loose, I'm going to put X chains or X straps across the back. I saw a guy with one of these bigger companies in a flatbed at a job site when I pulled in to load up. And I'm looking at that guy there. You could tell he's only like 22, 23 years old. And I'm watching him, and I could just see he didn't get his stuff on his trailer yet. Maybe 1 or 2 pallets, I can't remember. But I was looking at him, and I was thinking, man, this guy doesn't know what he's doing at all. He's so confused. So I watched a couple things go on his trailer. I'm going, oh my God, that is not good. So I went over to the guy, and I said, hey man, you need some help over here? He goes, no man, I'm good. I said, well, can I show you some things? Oh man, I'm cool. I said, well, let me tell you something. That right there, the way you did that, you see how that's loose right there? You see all that? And I tried to show him. And he was so proud he couldn't accept any kind of help. But I said, you know what? For the fact that I don't want to see some poor woman and her kids get hit by crap falling off of his trailer, I'm just going to start working with this guy and showing him how to do it. Otherwise, if it wasn't for that, if he was just driving, from one end of the job site down to another end, I just let him go do his thing. But I just told him, look, man, this is the way you've got to tie this down. And see all that stuff right there? You tell those guys when they get back here with a forklift, take that pallet off and go secure all that stuff on the pallet. And if they don't have, as a matter of fact, I think it was a similar situation I was in. They said, oh man, we don't have any steel banding. I said, well then leave it off my truck. I'm not putting it on that way. Well, we can make it fit. No, if you don't have steel strapping, don't even bring the pallet back. You gotta know how to push your weight on those that just want to get their job done and go home.
Yeah.
So I worked with this guy, and there was some stuff on there that was so bad. I said, do you know how to make a cage with pallets? He didn't. I said, oh, and I'm not going to do the hard work. I said, you see all those pallets over there? Start bringing them up here on the trailer. So I'd have him bring them up, and then I showed him how to make a cage to keep all this stuff tight so it wouldn't get loose. And, thankfully, the guy didn't even say thank you, but I was cool. I know he's going down the road with a safe load now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And safety first.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah. Concern for other people,
You mentioned it was like a young guy.
Yeah, it was.
I spoke actually to a younger trucker. I think he's 23 or 24. Who it's like the youngest trucker I've ever met. Usually, it's like 30s plus that I meet. Have you seen like a lot of younger people getting into trucking recently?
Yep, they are. Usually, they're driving the automatic trucks for the big companies. Every once in a while, I'll run into a guy that maybe grew up on a farm, learning equipment. That's the way a lot of these rural guys got into it. They either worked on farm equipment or, their dad's construction company, excavating, whatever, and they know how to operate equipment, know how to tie stuff down, and so they can get into the truck driving position a whole lot further ahead in knowledge than a lot of these guys that all they do, women too, go into a truck driving school. And I'll tell you, even guys that have been driving a long time for companies that I drove for, they wouldn't inspect their equipment before they go out. And that's paramount with me. I was working for a company as a company driver, and I remember one time, and I was driving for one of the LTL companies, like Yellow Freight, like ABF. Go ahead, you can keep your eye on that. And
sorry, I'm listening.
Sure, no problem. And I remember going out to the truck in the morning, and that they assigned me, which was not my regular one. And I was going out to my regular truck, and I'm looking at the guy next to me, and I look at his steer wheel, right on the passenger side. He's getting in the truck. He threw his stuff in the door here, going around here, and I notice a lug nut missing off of his steer tire. stealing. So I go over to him. I say, hey, man. I said, you see this over here? And he goes, oh, okay. I said, well, you're going to report it, right? Oh, yeah, I'm going to report it. I was thinking, man, he's not going to report it.
Yeah.
A month later, I'm assigned that truck as the night driver comes in. He gets out, he goes over to the passenger door, takes his bag out, and he was one of these guys that he thought he was like Mr. Cool Trucker, had the shiny Western boots and, just running line haul.
Yeah.
And big talker. I go over there to throw my stuff in the side, and the first thing I looked at was that steer. It had 2 lug nuts left on 10.
Really?
On 10.
Oh my god.
And I said, hey, man. He goes, what? I said, did you see this? He goes, holy. And I said, man, don't you inspect your equipment before you go out? He goes, man, I didn't know it was like that. And I'm going, if you looked at it every night before you go out, you would know. You know, I didn't say that, but took it over to the garage and I showed the guy. He goes, oh my God. He said that wheel had to be wobbling when he was driving. It had to be shaking the whole truck. He said there's no way he would have not known. He should have known. Well, when he took off those 2 lug nuts, all the holes where the studs were worn loose. I mean, worn wider than the studs. He said those 2 lug nuts were about ready to come off, and that wheel would have come off that trip. So, that I would have been on. Well, of course, I inspect my equipment. Matter of fact, to the point where when they saw me coming in at night, they'd say, here comes Marty. We're going to have to deadline the equipment. That means, like, oh, I picked up this trailer. I checked everything underneath. Needs a brake job, or you got some bald tires on it, or whatever. And of course, if I knew it had anything wrong with the brakes, I would adjust them myself. I carried a few tools, but I was one of the very few guys that ever checked equipment to the level that I did. And that's why after a while I just said, you know what, I should just get my own truck. You know, because I like to maintain my equipment all the way top notch, so it's safe and I feel safe.
How many? I met someone at the Ottawa Convoy. He said he had like 1 million kilometers or something.
Safe miles.
Yeah. 1 million kilometers on his truck.
Oh, okay.
How many do you have?
1,950,996. So 1,951,000.
And that's miles?
Miles.
Wow.
Yeah. And this truck is a 97. And when I bought it, I think it was 2009. I think. Wait a minute. 2008, 2000. I think it was 2009. And it needed a lot more work than I thought I was gonna put into it. I probably would not have bought it if I knew it needed as much work as it did.
Really?
So I started on it. Now, some of it I did myself, but most of the big stuff I have other people do, shops.
Is it really expensive to get stuff done on trucks like this?
Oh, yeah. I'd have to look at my receipts because everything's changing now. Things are going unbelievable now. I just talked to a guy that his big truck burned up, so he bought like a Duramax or something. He had to get brake shoes for his truck. They were $35 a set of brake shoes previously, and it's like, what did he say it was? Like $120 or $160?
Thanks, no names. Someone gave me a donation,
cool.
So I
Nice.
to shout
Nice.
them out.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
But so it's like a lot more. Would you say, like, since getting into trucking and stuff, you're more knowledgeable about like your car, like when you take it in, the mechanic doesn't. Yeah, like your personal car, like the mechanic doesn't really mess around. Oh, you need this, and this done.
Well, let's put it this way. I don't use my personal truck, meaning it's an F-350 crew cab diesel. Mm-hmm. My wife's car is an 06, and it's just got all that new crap all through it where you can hardly find anything in the engine. It's a Cadillac, so it's got that big top box on it, and everything is a hassle to get done on it. I changed the light on the right side, the big headlight, and it was a major project just to get that done. You had to drop down the bumper, you had to pull off the inside wheel cover, or wheel well cover, crawl up in there, and it's like, golly, you know what? They should make it a law that if you have to change a headlight, it should be something a lady could do on the side of the road if she had to.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, what if a lady's traveling, and it doesn't have to be a lady, any guy, whatever, but I always think of women and children. Lady's on a road and she loses a headlight. Well, if she's traveling on a weekend and she has a spare headlight or buys one at Walmart or whatever, auto parts store, she should be able to take out her screwdriver and pull out the light and replace it. Why should she? Now, some of these vehicles, I forget, one of these cars, it's like a Chevy. I talked to a driver, I was going into a tire shop for something, and he was having an awful time with a customer, and he said, I told that customer, if you're going to replace one of these headlights, you should get both of them. And he said, no, that's okay because they're too expensive. Well, okay, now it's going to be another $250 in labor to pull the grill off, pull the bumper off, pull everything out, and change your headlight. It's like a 3-hour job or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, he was so ticked off. I said, I told you, you should have got both headlights done when we had all this stuff taken down.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It should be illegal to make it that difficult. I don't like laws, but I mean regulations. But you know, these automobile companies should think more about people like you and me on the road having to change a headlight on a trip at night. You know.
What's have you ever gone into any like close calls or like
on the highway?
On the highway, either like with your car or with this truck?
Like, what do you mean close calls?
Like I don't know. I talked to someone. He said he hit a deer. Or, you know, some other guy. He said some girl without insurance swerved in front of him. She totaled her car.
I've had numerous. It's like I was a magnet for bad drivers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thanks again, No Names. You're going crazy in the chat.
Going crazy, huh? Is that good or bad?
I don't know. Like, he's just, he's donating, so I don't know.
That's good. Well, he must like something, right?
Yeah.
So, I would say the first accident I remember was 1980. And what I did was, I got directions. I'm just throwing stuff around back there because I started to straighten it up, but got distracted. Yeah, so I was in the cab over Freightliner. I got directions to this from this load delivery I was going to make in New York City. And I didn't know that New York City area at that time. And so I got directions, and the guy gave them to me over the phone. I followed him to the T, and as I'm getting closer and closer to the address, I realized, well, this is definitely not where I'm going to be delivering this load because it was downtown Manhattan on Park Avenue.
Really?
And I just said, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drive right to that guy's address, and I'm going to say, well, here's your load. So I got to it. It was on, I think it was Park Avenue, downtown Manhattan, New York. No trucks are allowed in there either, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. It's the streets are so narrow.
Yeah, so I double parked. Then I said, hey, where is this guy when I went inside? Oh, 7th floor. Okay. Took the elevator to the 7th floor. I walk up to him and I go, here you go, here's that. And he goes, yeah, just bring it up. I said, why don't you look at that bill of lading? Oh, no, this goes on the other side of town. I said, yeah, I figured that, but since I was already here, I just figured I'd show you, you know. And so I got the directions. Now, I go back in the truck. This is Friday lunchtime. And I got in the truck. I had to make a U-turn. And I had to make a U-turn to go the other way, get out of town. And I had to make it from the right lane. Had my left turn signal on, my window open, waving people back. I couldn't believe it, man. Somebody actually let me go. They were waiting for me. So I start swinging that turn, turning. Oh, I didn't have power steering either. No power steering. I'm turning that thing. And all of a sudden I hear, "Ah!" Bam! I mean, that guy was flying.
Really?
He smashed right into my steer tire. And it was an Indian guy. I got out. I looked at the car. First, I'm looking at that thing hit me so hard. It was a Ford Fairmont, 4-door car. That thing hit me so hard, the roof bent up. I was either up or down. I can't remember. That thing was, he hit that. What he did was, I'm not going to wait for that truck. I'm going to go right by that. Whoops.
Yeah.
You know, that was the worst. And so I got a ticket because, oh, you're not supposed to be on this road. You get a ticket for no commercial traffic. So this guy's all of a sudden trying to change his tire. He says, "Can you tell them you were in the driver's seat and I was in the passenger?" I said, "What are you, nuts?" And so he's trying to change the tire. And then this guy comes up and he says, "Why don't you help him change the tire?" I'm like, oh, man, what are these people all weird? You know, so I just left. I'm not going to tell the rest of the story, but the cops took forever to get there. They weren't even